Hey guys, in today's video, I'm going to be going over some key things you need to know before buying your first pair of gloves in CS2. Gloves, I feel, are one of the most important parts of your loadout. It ties everything together, your skins and your knife. And if you don't buy the right pair of gloves, you could potentially lose a lot of money and make your inventory look very sloppy. So let's get into the video. And just before we get started real quick, I wanted to let you guys know that I just launched my own Discord community where I'm in there helping you guys with your skins, answering questions and everything. And we're also just a few members away from doing our first giveaway in the server. So if you would like to join, the link is in the description down below. The first thing that I want to talk about here is about matching the gloves that you're looking at getting with your knife and or your play skins, because I feel like the gloves can absolutely make or break a loadout. Just simply matching the color of the gloves with some of your play skins and your knife and everything, it just brings the whole loadout together. And I also have tons of videos on my YouTube channel right now of some good knife and glove combos. The most simple thing you should be looking for here is just trying to match the majority color in your knife or your play skins with the majority color in the gloves. For an example I have here, I have this stiletto Doppler in phase 4, and I matched this right here with these crimson web gloves, and it just doesn't look that good. The colors clash, it just looks awful altogether. Instead, pair it with something like these cobalt skull hand wrap gloves. It just brings it out all together and it just makes it look great. The same rule here applies to play skins as well. Just simply matching the overall color scheme of the play skin with the color scheme of the gloves can bring out some incredible combos. The next thing I want to talk about here is what condition of the gloves you should be looking at buying, and there's a very simple answer here to get the most bang for your buck, and it's field tested. Gloves have a float range from 0.06 up to 0.8, and battle scarred and field tested takes up most of that float range. The fact that the field tested float range is so big means you can often find very good low float field tested gloves for around the same price or a very similar price as higher float field tested gloves, which just makes them look a lot better in game, and they're a lot easier to sell when the time comes. The battle scarred float range also follows a very similar pattern to the field tested one, where you can find some very good deals on lower float battle scards that are around the same price as higher float battle scards, so keep a good eye open for those. And when using a cash trading website such as CS Float when buying these gloves, you can often find amazing discounts with bargains open, so you can put in an offer on the gloves and potentially get a very high discount. Another big thing you need to be looking for along with floats is wear patterns, and two pairs of gloves could have the exact same floats, but with different wear patterns they can look insanely different. As an example here, I'll show you two pairs of Vice gloves that both have a field tested 0.36 float but different wear patterns. The first one here is pattern template 45, and this one has a lot more wear than the other ones. As you can see on the right hand, the wear goes all the way down the hand and the right knuckle is really beat up. Now this next one here is pattern 721, and it looks a lot better than the first one, pattern 45 that we looked at, and it's a lot cleaner overall. It's not nearly as much visible wear on it, yet it's the exact same float as the other one. Just take your time when you're searching for your gloves and just make sure you can find one with a good wear pattern. It's usually around the same price as ones with worse wear patterns because not a whole lot of people look for that. They just really look at the floats. But yeah, just take your time and just choose a good option. The last thing that I want to talk about in this video are going to be pattern-based gloves. And there's a lot of different pattern-based gloves in the game, like the Crimson Kimonos having different red patterns, or the sports gloves, big games, having different branch patterns on them. But it's a lot more to talk about than I have time in this video for, so if you want to learn more about those, I recommend this video by Tech Savvy. He has a great understanding of what these gloves can do and everything in the market. But in my personal opinion, I don't think you should be overpaying for certain patterns on gloves, especially for your first pair of gloves, because it's a lot of opportunity to lose money on it if you don't really know what you're doing, and they're just a lot harder to sell. So I just recommend staying away from these until the time comes where you could actually afford them. So I recommend just staying with some good liquid gloves. That's going to do it on today's video for some things I thought you guys should know before buying your first pair of gloves in CS2. Let me know what you guys thought of the video down below, and if you guys have any future video ideas, I'd love to hear them. I always love reading the comments. It's probably my favorite part about making these videos. Yeah, that's about it. Take care.